everybody, I'm merisusheep, and thank you so much for checking out this video. And today, I am coming at you with several speed paints, all of my original character, Misato Yushoku, from my story, that's probably never gonna come out, Revolution in Full Color! Yay! This speed paint was actually supposed to come out, like, yesterday. Well, actually, this specific one was supposed to come out, like, a couple months ago. But I decided to wait, because I knew I had several of them. So I thought, okay, I'll just put them all together. And then it was supposed to come out yesterday, because I finally finished all the ones. And nonetheless, it's just been one of those years. It's been one of those years. So I just decided to hold it off today. And why? Because I had an announcement to make, and instead of just making two separate videos, I decided that it would just be in this video. And what is that announcement, you might ask? Well, you might have been able to guess from the title, and that is, I have opened up commissions again. Yay! Commissions! So yes, if you want me to draw you something, you can pay for it. There is a link to a DeviantArt post in the description and in the comments section that will give you more details about my rules, terms of service, my prices, and I will say right out of the gate, I am only accepting PayPal right now. I'm sorry about that. That is what I use. It's the only thing that I'm familiar with because it was just the first thing that I got introduced to. I don't even really like PayPal that much, but nonetheless, it is what I use. So only PayPal commissions at the moment. I'm so sorry about that. I hope to be using some other type of payment processor in the future, but for now, it's just PayPal. And then also, I will say that my prices, well, I'm bad at figuring out the value of my art, but my friend said that my prices are reasonably priced, so I will take her word on it. But I will say, to give you an idea, if this current drawing that I'm working on right now was a commission, then it would cost $45. And yeah, the price obviously depends on the pose that the character is in, if it's a bust, a free-forms, or a full body obviously being the most expensive, and also if it has a pattern background, which is what I would consider this background in the current illustration, or if it has a detailed background, and also if there's anything added in it like a cat or a dog, or like, say, a dragon or something. I don't know. I'm not even sure if I can do a dragon. Yes, so there, just read the full thing if you're interested in, because I can explain it when I'm writing it down much more easier than I can when I'm talking. But I'm very happy to be doing them. I kind of got nervous doing commissions for a while because everybody who was just approaching me was kind of a scammer and such, but I realized that I need to just kind of get over that and really pursue it, because I do want to at least make, I'm not sure if this will ever become my full-time job, but I would at least like to make some side money. And one reason why is because I just broke the bank. I bought an iPad well, not an iPad, I bought a drawing tablet, not the kind that I use right now that's plugged into my computer. I bought like an actual Android tablet that you can draw on, that acts, and it's a little complicated to explain, at least for me to explain. Well, it's complicated for me to explain. It's really not that complicated, but I'm me, so deal with it. I got a Wacom Moving Ink 14 Pro, and yes, it was very expensive, but I got it on sale, yay! And I'm very happy to be using it. I actually hate tablets. If I ever become God Empress of the universe, tablets will be banned, but Wacom's tablets I might allow if they prove to be good, because I wanted something that I could draw on the go with, and like I said, it was kind of expensive, so I need money, so please support me. Thank you so much for considering me. Anyway, so let's talk a little bit more about the art before I embarrass myself even further. I don't know what I'm doing. So yeah, like I said, these are just, well, I said speed paints earlier on. These are technically mini speed paints made with ClipstudioPaint. And yeah, they're just all of Misato. I made the prism one first. And I also made a cat one as well, with her doing the cat shadow meme that was seen on Twitter everywhere. But that one I did upload. I uploaded the speed paint. For some reason I uploaded that speed paint like right away, right when I finished it, whereas these ones I kind of held off because it was like I wanted them to all kind of be together. And the reason why is because I've been just taking this opportunity to really practice with Misato and trying to draw her, making sure that I get everything right. And yeah, I've drawn her a lot now. In fact, you'll see at the end there's one illustration where I've drawn her over 100 times in it. So yeah, I've drawn Misato way over 100 times now in total, and it's definitely been good practice. It's definitely taught me how to keep track of every single detail, because I could not tell you how many times I had to go back because I forgot her eyeshadow. Well, it's technically not eyeshadow, it's markings from her powers, but whatever. It looks like eyeshadow. I forgot either her eyeshadow, I forgot the fact that her bangs, you can see it's in 6 parts, and the 2 that are at the very outer edge are actually shorter than the dark cyan ones in the center. And I made that detail a long time ago, and I liked it, so I wanted to keep it. And so because of that, sometimes I end up forgetting that detail, and I end up making the ones on the outer rim the longest. So I have to always go back and fix it. In fact, I had to go back and fix it for the reference sheet. It was not fun. Especially because on Kara, you can't just update the post to have the better art. You just have to repost it. But whatever, it gave me some time to just repost some more content. That's good. Speaking of content, I'm thinking I might, emphasis on might, go back on Instagram. I've been off of Instagram for a while. I went on to Kara because, oh, darn it. I can't think. I went into Kara because it just seemed where all my friends were. But if I do want to get noticed and I do want to get the attention of people, then I feel like I probably should be on as many social media accounts that I can be on. And not to mention, darn it, I completely lost my train of thought. None of these videos are scripted. Can you tell? Oh, not to mention, out of all the social media accounts that I'm on, I mean, Instagram isn't my favorite, but it is going to be it is more noticeable than some of the ones that I'm on. Like, I'm not really gonna get anybody's attention with the Pixis site. For some reason, I've been dedicated to that little boy, even though I don't know why the website's a boy. It just happened. I have dedicated Pixis now a boy. I don't know why I am so fond of that website. I don't even have that many followers on it. I do have followers, and I'm very grateful for all of them. And I'm very, very thankful for all of them, but it's not like it gets the most attention out of all of these sites that I'm on. So it's probably better that I'm on Instagram, but I don't know. Like I said, I'm not very fond of Instagram. So I will think about it. If I do get back on it, I will let you guys know in a different post. Probably a YouTube post, not a YouTube video. Which, speaking of followers and YouTube, I have over 800 subscribers now. I didn't think I would make this goal by the end of the year, but my subscriber count just blew up recently. Thank you. It is funny. I wrote a comment on a video that I was watching, and all I said was Happy International Men's Day, because it was Happy International Men's Day, and I guess I just wanted the men to know that they were appreciated, so I just said it, and then people were saying thank you, and then one person said, oh, I checked out your art, it looks lovely, and then next thing you know, everybody was just commenting on my art, and they started subscribing to me, and I was like, Wow, I didn't say it for that reason. I swear I didn't. I had no idea. I just wanted to say something nice. I wanted to say something nice, and that's what happened. It's so funny. I should say it more often. I joke. But it was very nice, and it's such an honor to have 800 subscribers. Because for me, all of you guys are real people outside of the bots. And I appreciate all of your attention that you get, because I do know that I'm very niche. I'm very specific in the type of content I do. I also know that some of my Twitter opinions aren't always the right ones, I guess you could say. So that probably also doesn't win me over a large audience, but nonetheless, I am thankful for all the people who give their time to me. Now just give your souls to me, and we'll be even. Anyway, for this illustration, I decided a more painted look. I wanted to talk about this one. I actually inspired off a panel from the manga My Hero Academia. It was of Dabi, I'll just say Dabi. And I really liked the way his hands were, so I decided to try to draw Misato in a similar pose. And her blood would just be dripping off her hands. And yeah, Misato's blood isn't red. It's kind of a blackish color. Because I watched the later one as a kid. I was edgy. I was edgy once. Misato is a recreation of my edge from the tween years. Only, hopefully, to the point of where it's not stupid edge. And it's actually fun edge. If that makes sense. I don't know. It was really hard drawing Sumi. I thought I wouldn't be able to even draw Sumi onto her shoulders, but in the end I just did it. It probably doesn't look the best, but it didn't look right without it. She's gotta have her boy. I can't decide if Sumi's eyes should be green and blue or yellow and kind of a lighter blue, cyan colored, like Misato's eyes are. I'm thinking I might make them yellow and blue instead. I don't even know what the chances are of a tuxedo cat having blue and yellow eyes, because I do see heterochromatic cats, but usually they're not black. They're usually typically white. I don't know. Must probably something to do with the genes or something, because I know orange cats are most of the time male because of the orange fur gene is connected to the XY chromosome or something like that. I don't know. I'm not a scientist, especially at 7:30 in the morning. My brain is still rebooting. So yeah, anyway, I think that's everything I wanted to say. I'm just trying to make sure that I said all my announcements. I said that I've been practicing drawing Misato in hopes to working on Revolution Full Color hopefully next year. I've been very blessed with 800 subscribers. That means a lot to me. Thank you so much. I've opened up commissions, and I might be back on Instagram again. But like I said, if I am, I will let you guys know in a post. I think a lot of the reasons why so many people left Instagram was because of the AI stuff. To be honest, I'm not really worried about it, as long as you're not directly ripping off my character, like stealing her verbatim. I'm not really that as protective of my art as ever people are, but maybe that's also because I'm not as big as ever people, so I probably have less to worry about. But I don't know, I've just never been as worried about the stuff as ever people. Not trying to downplay anybody's fear in AI or anything. Not trying to do that at all. I'm just saying me personally. That's all I'm saying. If that makes sense. But I guess the real reason why I just left Instagram was because I just wanted to be where my friends were. And I have been having fun on Kara. The biggest problem I have with Kara so far is the way the tags are set up. I'm not big on that. It's kind of like... on DeviantArt and Instagram, I can just copy and paste them. So that's really fun, and I can put anything I want, whereas on Kara, you can only select from the ones that are preset on there, which makes sense and stuff, but it does probably make your art a little bit harder to find. I mean, maybe not, but it's not like I can put hashtag My Hero Academia or hashtag Revolution Full Color by Merisu the Art Sheep in it. So it's just like nuts. And I always have to click them manually. And yes, it is a very small thing to do, but it's an inconvenience nonetheless. And that's probably the biggest problem I have with Kara. But rather than that, I have been enjoying it. And I've gotten a pretty nice little following over there. Thank you so much. And on this drawing, I wanted to quickly talk about it. This is the one where I drew Misato 100 times. No, you will not be seeing the Ever 99. This is just the 100th one, the final one. I really did actually want to show all of the Ever 99 on there. It's just that by the time I thought about it, I was already like on 46. And I was just like, I'm already halfway done. It was funny because this is actually based off of a Never Sketchpad dump that I did. And it was only had like about 10 Misatos on the page, and this was originally only supposed to have about 3 to 5, but then it just started becoming more and more and more and more until finally I just said, screw it, I'm gonna try to go for 100. In the end, I thought I was done, and I was then realized I was about 6 Misatos short, so I had to quickly grab some Ever Misatos from Ever Illustrations that I did and just chuck them in there because I didn't feel like making 6 entire new Misatos. It was very hard to keep track of all of them, and also to have them moved around so where you could see them all nicely. It was an army of Misatos, and I was losing the battle. But with the 100th one, I actually drew it with some brushes that I recently purchased from the artist Kananatsu, and that actually entered me into a raffle, because I actually finished before November was over. I thought I'd be too late, but she actually commented and said, no, I'm not, and I'm entered, and she liked the colors. Well, she said that it was colorful, which is usually what everybody says when they look at Misato. Yeah, I know, her design's really colorful. Which, by the way, if I was commissioning Misato, like, say I was not the owner of Misato, and someone asked me, can you draw this character? I would flat out say, yeah, that's gonna be an extra charge. I'm doing a little bit of an extra charge that the character is very detailed. I mainly put that there, though, not because of... I wasn't really thinking of Misato, I was thinking of Genshin Impact characters. If anybody's gonna ask me to do a Genshin Impact character, there's gonna be an upcharge. Because, my goodness, those characters are so hard. So hard to draw. I drew one once, and it was a nightmare. I thought it would be relaxing, and it was definitely an accomplishment, and I felt very, very satisfied when I was done. But drawing it in the moment was a nightmare. And I hated it. I hated it so much. But like I said, I was very proud of myself when I was finished. So there was the achievement level, but whatever. It was still nice. It was a nice experience too. But I did think it was going to be a little bit easier than it was, because it was chibi, so I was like, oh, it's chibi, it's going to be easy, and the colors are really fun, so it's going to be nice. It was like, the details, it's like, No. So, yeah, just letting people know ahead of time, like, if a character is really detailed, there will be a little bit of an upcharge. Anyway, here's all the Misatos, and here's me moving them around to try to figure out where to put all of them so you can see all of them. I started getting them all mixed up, because the numbers are all out of order, so then finally I just renumbered all of them. It was so hard to deal with all these layers. Even when I compressed them to just one flat image, it was still hard to deal with. And then finally I just said, screw it, and I renamed all of them. That took forever, and then I just put them all one by one where I wanted them, and I tried to have it, like, well balanced, so, like, the full-size ones on the outer level, and one on each side, so forth and so forth. Except for, I just realized I got 2 full-size ones on the right center. That's kind of off, but whatever, I'm not gonna fix it. Anyway, that was my drawings, and that was my announcement. I hope you enjoyed. If you liked, do all the YouTube things. If you didn't like, thank you so much for watching this far anyway. It means a lot to me either way. And if you do want me to draw something for you, or if you just want to support me, that would be very nice. Please consider me for commissions. Like I said, they're open right now, and I will be back with another video. I want to say soon, but I can't guarantee. I'm gonna be very busy this December, Sadly, I wasn't even able to do, I'm not even sure if I'll be able to do Christmas gifts this year, and that's a really sad thing because I've always loved drawing Christmas drawings for my friends, but it is going to be really busy this year, so we'll just see what it comes to. Until then, goodbye, see you next time, ciao!